Sports. Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. All right, guys, here's our first look at this offense today. And here he comes, and you may... You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build, that confidence. You know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that can...
Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Here's the return from inside the 25. Finds just enough space across the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Okay, so here comes the offense for the first time today. There he is, the man who makes everything go, and they... We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And now we'll get a look at this offense for the first time today. Here he comes, an obvious... You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. All right, guys, here's our first look at this offense today. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jess. Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama, but there is a lot to fix on offense, on defense, on special teams. This team, David, they've got a lot to figure out.
Yeah, but you know what, Jesse? The coaches are going to be in a great mood. The bus rides, the plane rides, those will all be real fun. Practice this week, it's going to be a blast.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And he's going to try to return this one. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Okay, so here comes the offense for the first time today. And here comes this quarterback. This entire offense is built around him. He is the engine of the entire team.
I mean, he's the leader. He's the alpha. Everybody looks towards him. He's been doing it all year long. Everybody believes in this young man. Big opportunity.
Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back to the drawing board. You get to go back, you get to have another week of practice as a coaching staff, try and find ways to get players in position to go out and make plays. Gonna need a big locker room speech after this one, David.
Yeah, and you're going to watch this tape, and it's going to hurt because you're going to watch your coaches, and you're going to see the mess-ups and all the things you could have done better, but you got to learn.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. They're just about ready to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 25. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And now we'll get a look at this offense for the first time today. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire offense... Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the three phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt. They sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. All right, guys, here's our first look at this offense today. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad. Or, as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet. Move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
And I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize they just didn't do enough. So they've got to turn the page. They've got to go back to work, have a great week of practice, and put out a better effort next week.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. They're lining up to boot it away. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Okay, so here comes the offense for the first time today. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball in quick passes. They're going to throw it deep, and they're going to take advantage of him.
Looking for a huge play. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Finds his target down the middle. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on fourth down in his own territory. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical play.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
A high kick trying to pin them deep. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
And that is a big hit. And that's a hit that I'm going, listen, if I'm the OC, I'm the head coach, I don't want to take many of those. I want to run the RPOs and I want to run my quarterback. But, Palmer, I got to understand the difference between the critical situations when I want him to take hits and the other times when I want him to take a slot.
Yeah, you got to live to play another day. If you're this quarterback right now, you know this defense, their eyes are lighting up every time they see you take off and run. They know they're going to get those opportunities to try to put you down. You've got to...
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying.
Going deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing complete.
And the incompletion brings up a second down. Robinson looking to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. Holds it in on the left. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He'll take a shot. And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down in bounds. Couldn't connect on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 24. Trying play action. Fires deep toward the end zone. Into the end zone for a touchdown.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on, bottling him up. That's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
On the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going to try to get it himself. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. To the air on 1st down. He slings it deep to the left. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a 1st down in the red zone. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Robinson will throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Oh, what a missed opportunity for that interception. Yes, I know he gets the pass breakup, but he had a chance to finish things off, and he really didn't get it done. But there's a reason he plays defense. You know, they put the guys on offense that can actually catch.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Between the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll run the option. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. On the option. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Robinson looking to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
And here comes the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the return, it's good. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Wide out in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Past the 40. Off he goes. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback.
And it's caught for the touchdown.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. On the option. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Robinson will throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He gets a block. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
And the offense will take over.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he reels it in inside the 30. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. He's looking to throw it. And he's got it in the end zone.
How about the day for this young player? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Set to kick it off.
On the move from inside his own 20. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
2nd and very short here for the offense. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, the offense is trying to run the counterplay into the boundary. Those pulling linemen, though, actually led extra linebackers to the point of attack, and as a result, they were able to get a tackle for loss.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Now on the option. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They bring the punter onto the field now. Running it back, it's Good. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And now this offense will take the field again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. He uncorks one deep. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Great play by the defensive back, showing you his variety of skills. His ability to turn the hips, his speed running downfield, turning his head to locate the football and then swatting it away. You just can't do it better.
And now on second down for this offense. Robinson looking to pass. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Feeling some heat. He'll pull it down and run. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. The punt team makes its way onto the field.
Number 35, on to punt it away.
Looking for a block. It's good. Slips through the line. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got his man down the middle. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Let's see what they've got on second down. Robinson will throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Got it in the middle, it's Parks. He's got it, and he'll take it in for the touchdown.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in one game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
Timeout by the defense.
Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Norfolk to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Ballard Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Offense getting set for first down. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Now on second down. Robinson looking to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. We make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. All kinds of time before he fires right. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen.
Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Extra point.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. And the returner will be dragged down. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Goes to the option. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. Here comes the option. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Now facing a 3rd and long. Robinson will throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the incompletion is an open invitation to the special teams unit to come onto the field. He'll bring it back. It's good. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off the play fake. He turns that loose down the right side. And it'll be a touchdown.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Lining up for the PAT. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Line getting set on 2nd down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Here on 3rd down. Now the play fake. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Robinson looking to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football.
Woo. Deep breath.
Wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here. Thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Couldn't get anything done on 1st down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. He's looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's caught inside the 15. No one's going to get him. Touchdown.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver streaking straight down the outside of the field. And my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. The receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Offense gets set for second down. He'll ride his man on the option. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Looking deep down the right side. Fires into traffic, picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they finally run him out of bounds. A huge gain to wrap up the third quarter, and this defense will start the fourth on its heels. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got a touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now this offense is back on the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive, David.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case. Today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to move it through the air. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. They'll line up for a second down play. Robinson will throw. Coming after it. He's right on target. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. The back goes in motion. Looking to throw for it. Pressure coming. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's good. He gets a block. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Offense set on 1st down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Well, jet sweep pass. Nothing but got enough space. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Got a man, it's Smith. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. 2nd down coming up. Running back goes in motion. They'll run play action. They're bringing heat. He'll pull it down. Hard-hitting tackle. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Robinson looking to pass. They're trying to get to him. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense is sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Crosses to 40. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Little touch pass to the receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. The kickoff team out there getting set. Great starting point. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll start this drive firing. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. Robinson will throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.